Beneath the scorching Saudi desert, something impossible is taking shape. A $500 billion underground city that wasn't supposed to exist. We're talking about tunnels stretching for miles. Climate-controlled facilities deep below the sand. And a network so vast it could house entire communities without anyone above knowing. But the truth behind this will shock you. Because this isn't just about construction. It's about power, survival, and control on a scale you've never imagined. You're about to discover why billionaires are literally going underground, how Saudi Arabia is building the future beneath our feet, and what this means for the rest of us. Let me show you exactly how this happened. Saudi Arabia has always been known for its oil wealth and desert landscapes. But in 2016, Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman announced Vision 2030. A plan to transform the kingdom into a global powerhouse beyond oil. Most people focused on the shiny skyscrapers and futuristic cities like NEOM. Nobody paid attention to what was happening underground. Here's the thing. Saudi Arabia sits on some of the hottest land on Earth. Summer temperatures hit 120 degrees Fahrenheit. The country faces water shortages, extreme heat, and harsh desert conditions. So engineers started asking a different question. What if the solution wasn't building higher, but digging deeper? Reports suggest that Saudi Arabia has invested over $500 billion into underground infrastructure. We're talking about tunnels, bunkers, transportation networks, and entire facilities carved into bedrock. This isn't science fiction. Construction crews have been working in secrecy for years. And the scale of this project makes anything else look small. Now here's where things get really interesting. The main hub of this underground network reportedly sits beneath the NEOM region. That's the futuristic mega-city project in northwestern Saudi Arabia. But while everyone talks about the line, the mirror-clad skyscraper city above ground, something far bigger exists below. Sources suggest the underground section includes climate-controlled transit systems running at depths of 300 feet or more. Think about that. While you're stuck in traffic on a blazing hot day, there's a world beneath the desert where temperatures stay at a perfect 70 degrees. The tunnels allegedly connect key facilities across hundreds of miles. Water desalination plants, power generation stations, storage facilities for resources, even luxury spaces for the ultra-wealthy. Engineers use technology borrowed from mining operations in Australia and tunnel projects in Switzerland. They blast through rock, reinforce with steel and concrete, then seal everything to prevent sand infiltration. One worker who spoke anonymously said the tunnels are wide enough to drive trucks through. And here's the kicker. Most of this was built without public announcements or media access. But if you think that's crazy, wait until you hear this. The underground city isn't just for transportation or utilities. According to leaked documents and insider reports, sections of this network include residential areas. Actual living spaces designed for long-term human occupancy underground. We're talking about apartments, communal areas, and life support systems that could sustain thousands of people. Why would anyone build this? 3 reasons. First, climate adaptation. As global temperatures rise, living above ground in extreme heat becomes dangerous. Underground facilities maintain stable temperatures naturally. Second, security. In a region with geopolitical tensions, having critical infrastructure and populations underground provides protection that surface buildings cannot. Third, resource control. Saudi Arabia is building massive water and energy reserves beneath the desert. Whoever controls those resources controls the future. Expert analysts suggest this mirrors Cold War-era bunker systems, but on a scale never attempted before. The Soviets built Metro 2, a secret underground metro system in Moscow. The United States constructed vast bunker networks beneath mountains. But those were military-focused. Saudi Arabia is allegedly building an entire parallel civilization. Construction companies from Germany, Japan, and South Korea have reportedly been contracted for specialized work. Air filtration systems. Hydroponics for food production. Advanced communication networks shielded from external interference. One engineer compared it to building a space station, except instead of launching it into orbit, they buried it under millions of tons of sand and rock. This brings us to the most shocking discovery of all. The real purpose of this underground city might not be what you think. Yes, it solves climate and security issues. But according to sources familiar with the project, there's a deeper strategy. Saudi Arabia is preparing for a post-oil world by creating the most advanced underground infrastructure on Earth. And they plan to sell access to it. Think about it like this. As climate change intensifies, coastal cities face flooding. Desert regions become uninhabitable. Wealthy individuals and corporations will need safe havens. Saudi Arabia is positioning itself to offer exactly that. Reports suggest that sections of the underground network are being designed as luxury bunkers for the global elite. Billionaires from Silicon Valley to Shanghai are allegedly already negotiating access. We're not talking about concrete cells with canned food. These are reportedly 5-star facilities with artificial lighting that mimics natural day-night cycles, advanced air purification, and entertainment systems. Some areas allegedly include underground farms using vertical agriculture and LED grow lights. The Saudi government has remained mostly silent on these details. But leaked construction budgets show allocations for high-value residential infrastructure and exclusive access zones. This isn't just about surviving. It's about maintaining a certain lifestyle, even if the surface world becomes unstable. And here's what nobody's talking about. If this succeeds, other nations will copy it. We could be looking at the beginning of a new era where wealth determines who lives comfortably underground while others face harsh conditions above. So what does all this mean for us today? For the average person, this underground city represents a shift in how we think about the future. We've always looked up when imagining progress. Skyscrapers, flying cars, space colonies. But Saudi Arabia is betting on going down. And they might be right. Climate scientists agree that extreme heat will make parts of the Middle East, Africa, and even southern United States harder to inhabit. Underground living could become not just a luxury, but a necessity. But here's the problem. If this technology stays exclusive to the ultra-wealthy, we're creating a two-tier world. Those who can afford underground safety, and those who cannot. This raises serious questions about equality and access. Should governments worldwide invest in public underground infrastructure? Or will this remain a privilege for billionaires? There's also the geopolitical angle. Saudi Arabia is using this project to maintain global relevance beyond oil. By becoming the leader in underground infrastructure technology, they position themselves as essential partners for other nations facing similar challenges. Countries in the Middle East, parts of Asia, and even Australia are watching closely. If Saudi Arabia proves this works, expect similar projects to emerge globally within the next decade. For young people today, this could mean new career opportunities. Underground engineering, subterranean agriculture, climate-controlled architecture. These fields will grow massively. But it also means preparing for a world that looks nothing like what previous generations experienced. The question isn't if we'll go underground. It's when, and who gets to go first. Before we wrap up, there's one final thing you need to know. Here's the twist that changes everything. Saudi Arabia isn't working alone. According to industry insiders, they've formed quiet partnerships with tech companies developing AI-controlled underground management systems. We're talking about artificial intelligence that monitors air quality, temperature, water distribution, and even predicts maintenance needs before failures occur. Elon Musk's Boring Company has reportedly consulted on tunnel technology. Chinese construction firms with experience building underground high-speed rail have shared expertise. This is becoming a global effort, hidden in plain sight. And the most shocking part? Some experts believe operational sections of this underground city are already in use. Not fully completed, but functional enough for testing and limited occupancy. If true, that means while we're just learning about this project, it's already moving from blueprint to reality. Remember when I said this was about power, survival, and control? This underground city represents all three. It's a bet on the future. A future where going beneath the surface isn't just an option. It's the only option for those who can afford it. If this opened your eyes, you need to hear what comes next. Let's recap what we just uncovered. Saudi Arabia has invested $500 billion in a secret underground city beneath the desert. This network includes tunnels, residential areas, and climate-controlled facilities stretching for miles. It's designed for climate adaptation, security, and potentially exclusive access for the global elite. The technology behind it combines mining expertise, AI management systems, and international partnerships. And sections may already be operational. This isn't just a Saudi project. It's a preview of what the future might look like for all of us. If this story shocked you, hit that subscribe button because I'm diving deeper into mega projects that are reshaping our world. Drop a like if you want more content like this. And here's my question for you. Would you live underground if it meant safety and comfort, or would you stay on the surface no matter what? Comment below. I'll see you in the next video where we explore what happens when this technology goes global.